gonna be tough. And it's good because it should feel tough. And so that's what it's meant to do. Hasn't felt too restrictive until now. I love a drop crotch pant, subtle drop crotch, dressy drop crotch pant. Let that crotch drop. Awesome drop crotch. Maybe some drop crotch pants. I gotta cut these. These are so obnoxious. So ordered it, got it, loved it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie, and today I'm discussing the 5 things that I bought for my year of 5 finds in the month of April. And if you are new here, what I'm doing this year is I'm trying to really focus on my shopping habits and shop not necessarily less, but shop better, but I am shopping less because I'm allowing myself to only buy 5 clothing and or accessory purchases a month. And in the description box below, I will link like the year of 5 finds review at the beginning of the year that I did, sort of summing up the rules for myself and why I'm doing this in more detail. So if you're new, you can look at that below and that will give you like a better idea of what I'm doing and why. But let's get into the month of April. So I think I mentioned recently that, 5 things for me so far has felt like a really good number of things to limit myself to, because I don't feel like I'm limiting myself so much like a no-buy. I did a couple of no-buy months last year and that felt really restrictive, and then I ended up like overspending the next month or just buying a lot of things. But it's felt like a good number too, where I am really able to make good purchase decisions and I'm still allowing myself to splurge and impulse and plan for things that I want. And so it hasn't felt too restrictive until now, mid-month, as the weather is starting to change and we really are getting into more spring and looking ahead at summer. It already feels restrictive, and that's because spring and summer is my favorite months to shop for. And so I always want to refresh skirts and dresses and accessories like earrings and sandals and maybe handbags. And do we really need to buy all those things every season? No. Yeah, I'm already feeling like the crunch of this is gonna be tough. And it's good because it should feel tough. And so that's what it's meant to do, and that's what it is. So I have 5 great things to show you. I think I only had 1 return this month, which I'll get into in just a second, which is great because I've had so many returns in the last months that they've taken up like literally half of my video, and I'm like, why am I showing all this? But I think it's helpful to see like why someone returns something or keeps something, especially since I'm really editing and trying to make great decisions this year. I think it might just be as helpful to see why I returned something or why something just isn't up to snuff enough and why I am keeping the thing. So I do think it is a little bit helpful. Okay, so the first thing that I have to show you actually doesn't even count towards my year of 5 finds, because if you watched my very first video in this year of 5 finds series, I laid out the rules for myself, and my rules were clothing, accessories, bathing suits, were all included in this 5 finds, fitness gear, stuff for the gym, but not undergarments or sleepwear, because those things aren't really vices for me. I don't like, impulse buy and binge and get out of control with like pajamas. So I've allowed myself to replenish those things as I need them or as I see new ones. But I did buy a pair of pajama pants from Target, and they're just so good that this is why I wanted to share it with you, because I've shared it on Instagram and a lot of people have said that they've either bought them or they also have found them on their own and that they are like literally the best. So if you haven't stepped foot in Target's like sleepwear and intimates department recently, they have all new brands and it's really fantastic. I really like the marketing and the photos that they're using of like realistic women, all different shapes and sizes, and all different colors and hair colors, and it's great. I'm loving it. It's fantastic. Great job, Target. They're not watching, but seriously, it's so good, as Target always is. But one of their more like cozy, comfortable sleepwear brands and loungewear brands, I should say, is Stars Above. And I love a drop crotch pant. I love a dressy drop crotch pant. Yes, that is a thing. I own a couple. And I also love just like a cozy jogger style pant that has a subtle drop crotch. And this is so, so good. I actually bought 3 pairs because I bought one and I realized within the first 24 hours that I loved it so much that I went back for, this is a dark gray, I went back for it in black, and then I went back for it in just another size because it's so roomy. So I have 2 of these in a size large. I have one in a medium. Mediums are just really hard to find at Target all together throughout the whole store. So I have 2 larges and 1 medium, but they're both great. Basically the main thing, they have a Stars Above pant that looks similar to this, but it has a drawstring. So this has no drawstring. It really only has these like big deep pockets right here that are stitched, which I like. It's an ankle length, but it has like an awesome drop crotch. And I'll show pictures of me wearing it, and I was posing very awkwardly for Instagram just to show like the drop crotch and the waistband. But on Target's website, whoever styled those should just like that's not what that's meant to look like. You're not meant to wear these like high up. They're meant to be slouchy. Like pull those suckers down to your waist. Like I know we're all into high rise, but when we're at home, like low rise it out. Let that crotch drop. That's what it's meant to do. It's so great. And it's so comfy, and I think that these are called like a comfy slouch or something on the website. Thing that I'm excited about is that I've had 3 old pairs of like joggers also from Target that I used to wear to bed, but they were more like of a light sweatshirt material, and so this is just way more comfortable and breathable, and I just like it a whole lot more. And also those ones were brand Massimo, which now whenever I see that tag I think of Olivia Jade, and so I'm getting rid of those joggers. I basically just like switched in and out to these, and I'm so happy. So I wanted to let you know about this because this was an amazing find for the month, but luckily it doesn't count into my 5. So here we are with the 5 finds. First, I guess I'll tell you, was my first purchase was a top that I bought at Anthropologie. At the beginning of the month, I went into Anthropologie and I bought 2 things, one of which I ended up returning and I don't have to show, but hopefully I can find a picture on their website. Also, it was a drop crotch pant, very similar to the joggers, but a more dressy material and more something that like I would wear outside of the house and could even dress up or dress down. I loved the pant, but what happened was I wore them around my house with the tag still on for a couple of hours because I just was like, you know what? I feel like this material is gonna wrinkle or something is just gonna be weird with like the fit of these pants because they were super casual, and they ended up wrinkling so bad that they just kind of frustrated me, and I just would feel messy if I were out, or you iron them and then you sit down in your car and they're just like crease city. It's just not worth it to have a pant that I have to literally iron every time I would wear it. I would have to iron them. So that was sort of a good trial and error that I tried those and realized that just long run they would be too fussy, and so I returned those. But while I was there, and was also able to use the 20% off, because this top right here, this off the shoulder top, I gotta cut these are so obnoxious. This was $60 but less 20%. And I mean, it's nothing fancy, it's just an off the shoulder top in this sort of like crepey material. But I just really liked it. It's something that I don't have a plain white off the shoulder top like this. I love off the shoulder styles on me personally. And I just thought this will look great with jeans. This will look great with skirts. Maybe some drop crotch pants if I find another pair. Just something that's really versatile and easy for summer. So yeah, there's not a lot to say about that. It's just super easy and versatile, basically. Okay, so the next thing is something that I actually had on my wish list from the beginning of the year. I did a video on things that I want to buy this year or things that are just going to be in my mind, and I actually have that list saved in my phone. I keep adding to it and taking away as I buy things, and a white denim jacket was on my list. And I've been talking about it in a couple of recent videos, and you guys had given me some great recommendations because I was looking for a white denim jacket with gold buttons. Notice it doesn't have gold buttons. Womp womp. I know, but listen, I'm cool with it because I had tried this white denim jacket on at Old Navy, and I liked it because it has just the slightest bit of distressing here and there. And it's just basically like a classic kind of fitted denim jacket. When I was trying this on earlier in the month. I kind of waited a few weeks, or I think it was last month I tried it on too, because I might have shown it in that video. But I noticed that the inside of the buttons were gold, and a really pretty gold. And some of their button front white jeans have gold buttons on the front, and it just makes the white look so much more like crisp and polished. I think many people prefer gold jewelry over silver. Not that things need to coordinate, but just as a metal preference. And it just was strange to me that they didn't have them on the front like they did some of the button front jeans. Maybe this is something they'll do in the future, and then I'll be really bummed about this, but that's okay. The reason that I got this was because I think regular price this jacket was like $45, and then there'll always be another sale was one of the things that I've learned from this year, and there was. This was $14. I got this jacket for $14. To tell you the truth, like, I've tried on higher end denim jackets and cheaper denim jackets, and the truth of the matter is that denim jackets like are pretty similar as long as the cut is what you want it to be, because I have definitely found some crappy fitting, like weird cut denim jackets. But for the most part, like, there's no reason that this isn't gonna last as long as a $120 denim jacket. And when I was talking about on my wish list that I wanted to get this, I referenced a denim jacket that I have. It's a dirty denim jacket from Paris Blues via 1997 Contempo Casuals. I still own it. I think I wore it in my recent, like my last video that I did. Now, when I had to edit that video the whole entire time, I was like, wow, this actually does look a little bit dated because it's dirty denim, which isn't really a thing that anyone does anymore since we've left the 90s. But I bought that jacket, obviously at Contempo Casuals, 20 plus years ago for probably $24 with my, manager discount. And that jacket has held up all those years just fine. So I don't think that like we need to replace our denim jackets. I think you just need to buy a really good one that's gonna, like, the style is just classic and is gonna stand the test of time, because it will last the test of time if you want it to. So this is something that this could last 22 years as well, and I really do like it. So now I think I am possibly on the lookout for a lighter wash denim jacket, like a medium wash. There's one at J. Crew and there's one at Able that I have my eye set on, and yeah, we'll see. I bought this beautiful Free People dress from Macy's. It was sort of an impulse buy, but yet I had seen it before, and I waited. I didn't mean to wait for it, but it was still there all those months later, and it was on sale. So it's this beautiful, long Free People dress. It's sort of like, the skirt is absolutely massive. If you like flow it out, it's like salsa, tango, Spanish, something. It's beautiful. I just love this so much. I've owned this for maybe 2 weeks now, maybe, and I've already worn it 3 times. I just am so happy with it. It is so comfortable. It is beautiful. They have it in a couple of different colors on the website. I got mine on sale. This was originally mid $150. I'm not exactly sure, but I got it on sale for $88. So they've had this dress at my Macy's since winter, and I can remember seeing this dress, and there was a cream version as well that they had with green. I'll put a picture up of all the different styles. I can remember seeing it and thinking, oh my gosh, I love this style, because the style reminds me of a dress, speaking of the 90s, that I owned in the 90s. And I wore it to my cousin's wedding, and I can remember it like so detailed. But this just reminds me of that so much. And so I can remember in the winter standing there looking at it, and I don't know why I didn't try it on. Oh, maybe it was because I did a no-buy in December. I did a no-buy. That might be why I didn't get it. But I was there like 2 weeks ago, and I was walking by and was like, oh my gosh, there's that dress, and it's on the sales rack, and it's my size. So I tried it on and was like, had that moment that I talked about where you try something on and you have some type of reaction. It's either like the white denim jacket, like, yes, this is going to complete something, like a missing hole in my wardrobe. This is great. This is going to go with all these things. Or the feeling is, oh, I feel good. I feel pretty. I feel girly. I feel fancy. I feel casual or comfortable or whatever it is. This just gave me like all of the feelings, and I was so excited instantly. So I think I wore it instantly on like a random Monday when I was like volunteering at my kid's school. I had errands to run at the grocery store. I just wore it around town for no good reason, and I loved it. And I got so many compliments on it that first day. And then I wore it again for I don't know what reason, because I wore it on Easter. I wore it on Easter weekend to my in-laws' house, very comfortable. And then I wore it, my husband and I went to Scottsdale recently, and I wore it there one night. This is my favorite. This might be my favorite thing I've bought all year so far. I don't know. Jury's out. I'm going to do an update at the end of the year of my top finds and my bottom finds. But I'm already seeing that this is going to hold a place in my top finds of the year. So, very good one. So the next thing is this tie-dye dress from Zara. I was looking at it for like, to wear as a dress. I can wear it as a dress just out, maybe with a denim jacket over it. But also like as a beach cover up. This has like a low, like V-neck, not too low. And then this right here, it ties in the back. And you can sort of adjust the tie to make it fit you better. I did that when I got it. It was a little too snug, and so I undid it a little bit. But it's just really long and flowy, and I think it comes to a subtle point in the front and the back. But it's just really fun and really comfortable. And the thing that I liked about this is it's not see-through. This was $49, by the way. So last year I bought a very similar body cover up from Nordstrom, but I've loved it and I've worn it so much, and I got a lot of wear out of it. And the good thing about that one is it had pockets, which is fun, and you wouldn't think you would need that for a dress cover up, but it is nice, like just to put like throw your keys or something in your purse, like walking to and from if you're going to a pool or a lake or something. So I do like pockets for little conveniences like that. This one doesn't have pockets, so that's the only downfall of this, but this one is not see-through where that one is. And that one that I got from Nordstrom, they still have it, and I'll link it below. I 100% loved that one as a beach cover up, and I wore it almost all summer long. The only thing about that one is that, like I said, it is somewhat see-through. I mean, it's not sheer, but it's not something that I would walk into a restaurant with my bathing suit underneath it where I would this. I would wear this just as a dress, like with undergarments underneath it and not anything. Actually, when I was in Scottsdale, someone was asking me if this was see-through, and I was like, no, as a matter of fact, because I was at the spa when I took a picture of it, I was like, no, as a matter of fact, I walked back to my hotel room with zero undergarments underneath it, and I felt just fine because it is not see-through. The one that I have from Nordstrom, if I were like in a resort and I were going from the pool to a restaurant, I would wear it because or a cruise or something, because it's sort of like resorty vacation adjacent. But I would never wear it like leave a beach, get into a car, and go to a restaurant. You know what I mean? It's just not, that was just like, I can slightly see through that. Who are you kidding? Yeah, I'm really happy to have this, and I've already worn it, and it's been great. Okay, and the final thing is another Cupshe bathing suit. And I say another because last year, at the end of the year, I did my top fashion finds of the year, top 10, and one of the things was just Cupshe bathing suits, because it was a discovery that I made last year. I'd never bought one before. I think I bought maybe four last year, and there's two that I wore like throughout the summer. Absolutely loved them. And just FYI, I'll show you mine in a second, but FYI, if you're gonna buy a Cupshe bathing suit, please buy it from Amazon. Cupshe, I've never purchased one from Cupshe's website. There's so many available on Amazon. I never even go to their website on Cupshe to see what ones are potentially available, because apparently Cupshe's service is so bad. And so many people have told me that they've not been able to return a suit. And you know, with a bathing suit, you need to be able to know that it fits, and that's something that has probably like a high rate of return is bathing suits. And the customer service is crap. So anyways, just word to the wise, if you're gonna order, just stick to Amazon, because you can then return, because it's Amazon's customer service. So this one right here is this beautiful mustard. It's a one piece. It's slightly ribbed, and it's just beautiful. So it sort of like looks like a crisscross, but it's stitched. And then there are adjustable straps, and it does crisscross in the back. All of Cupshe's bathing suits, all the ones that I've purchased anyhow, do have like cups that you can take in or out, which is really nice, and so I like that. But I had found this from my Instagram friend Kaya, who I love following. Her handle is A Journey I Deserve. She was in the Bahamas recently, and she packed a bunch of bathing suits with her, and she was doing like a little bathing suit try on of all of her suits. And this was one of them, and she looked so gorgeous in it. And I instantly was like, oh, that's the best one on you. That looks amazing. And she was like, this is my favorite one. I feel amazing. And so I just knew instantly that it was a style that I would like as well. And so ordered it, got it, loved it, and yeah, it's just such a cute suit, and it's a great style. I'm just impressed. Like, I think that this was maybe $23. I'm always impressed with the pricing of Cupshe bathing suits because I have a really high standard of bathing suits. Most bathing suits that I have are from either J. Crew or June Loop, which I've talked about a lot too, is like a small business, female ran small business. I love her bathing suits. A lot of them are separates, and they're just great. So if you are considering getting this one, I have all of my bathing suits are in a size medium from Cupshe. Now, I will say that all of my bathing suits are a little bit snugger this year than they were last year, which is totally fine. And so this one, I actually considered exchanging this for a large, but the fact of the matter is, I'm large on the bottom, but not on the top. And so if I bought a large in a one piece, I just don't think that it would work for me up here. And so like the medium is my medium middle ground. Like I just have to, like it has to be, you know, a little snugger somewhere to be where it is a little bit low. But I love it, and it's so fun, and it's so cute, and yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. All right, so those are my 5 finds for the month. Last month you guys shared with me things that you were looking for or things that you found, and so and some of those things that you guys shared, I was like, oh, I want to check that out too, like some linen blend shirt from J. Crew. I was like, that sounds great. So continue the conversation in the comments. If you want to share with me what you're looking for or what you've bought or what you've got your eye on, I would love to know as well. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video real soon. Bye.